even girlfriend, you know,
A
just even
partnership.
a partner. Yeah.
I used to for 4 years.
I have
Okay.
something
Okay.
for you.
Now, check this out. So the other day,
Here.
what about you, Line?
Yeah, I'm
You
married.
obviously, okay, you got
Me and
kids
my
and stuff.
husband have
Okay.
been together for 14 years, and I have an almost 4-year-old.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
So, so check this out. So me and my buddies, right? Well, my buddies had came over, and my buddies are brothers, and and we sat down. I don't gamble. I gave it gambling up. I gave it up. But I do like playing poker. I like the way it works my brain. I just don't like the
Hmm.
gambling aspect of
It's
it.
fun. You could still play
Yeah,
without
it's
gambling.
it's super fun. Yeah, exactly. So that's how I
I used
play
to leave all
now.
the time. I'm like, you don't have to even put in chips. Like, you could just
Yeah,
play the game.
right. So I have a certain way of playing it here at home. To kill that gambling part.
Hmm.
But anyway, so they came over. We're chilling. And it's crazy because I looked at both of them and I'm like again, they're brothers, but sounds like somebody's in there. No.
I don't think anybody's been in here.
Okay. And I was like thinking of them, and you know how you get to that point. You get to a point where you're like, you're talking to God. You're talking to God in that moment, and you're just like, asking God questions about just stuff, whatever moment it is. So in that moment, I
Hmm.
found myself just asking God, like, you know what, God, I'm curious. Like here I am with my two friends, one who barely believes in God, doesn't have a spouse, doesn't have kids, and then one who has a kid but doesn't have a spouse, right? And I'm looking at myself, I got my spouse, I got my kids, and I'm like, I'm just thinking like, okay, in the Bible it says, first comes the father, then your spouse, then your kids, right?
Hmm.
So, and then it's like it's kind of crazy how God is just really just common sense. I mean, Christ is just common sense. It's just
Hmm.
it's just obvious. It's common sense to what Christ
You know the
does at the
specific
end of the day.
reason God says people
Eh,
do not choose Him is
what's that?
they want to stay in their ways. They don't want to give up their sin. Period. Point blank.
Right.
Well, here's the deal: is making
So,
big
like, you know
changes,
the verse that
especially
says
when
the
people
harvest
say,
is
"Oh,
great,
trust in God."
but
That's
the
like way
workers,
off.
the harvest is many, but the workers are few.
Yeah.
That's what that's saying. It's saying like